I tell you the level of anticipation I had for this series that was coming out, you would not believe. Hey guys, welcome to What's Good with me, Queen T. So what's good, I guess, is so there's actually a few of these I was actually surprised by, but what I'm talking about today is there's a series called Untold, and there's actually a few different ones that are going to come out. The first one that came out that I was highly anticipating was the girlfriend who didn't exist. And so when I say there are a few of these, so the one in which I'm talking about is like a two-part, I would call it like a docu-series in that case. It's on Monte Teo. Almost happened, I would say like 10 years ago at this point. And there are other Untolds where there's some on like Caitlyn Jenner, and those are more like documentaries instead of like a two-part docu-series. And there are more that are going to come out based on like, I'd say like championship, like athleticism based stories or like cases. And so why I was highly anticipating this one is because at the time when this story came out, I was moving to Hawaii. And so, not saying nothing happens in Hawaii, but it was a really big story over there. A lot of people, like when I was starting my half of my junior year of high school, like I was in a human services academy, and that's kind of what we talked about for a few weeks was this Monte Teo kind of situation. And I honestly thought it was not sad, but I was just like, one little thing can go wrong because from what I was, again, if you've watched anything, I know I'm not good at sports. I don't really keep up with sports, but from like what they were saying, what I was reading, like he was doing really well. And once you have like one negative like thing said about you, perceived about you, that can all kind of go downhill. And that's what this like docu-series documentary kind of talks about. It talks about like his time before this event, talks about his time during, and then a little bit of the aftermath and how like both of them, Renea and Monte Teo, how they felt during all these stages. And I found that really interesting because, again, this happened years ago, and when the story just broke, all you heard was like catfishing, 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 and it wasn't like elaborate enough. Not saying like you needed a story on it, not saying you needed like all this great detail like with some of these, like whether it's true crime cases, documentary cases, whatever. But I was like, okay, there's obviously like more to it than just like, oh, he was catfit, like there's more to it than that. And it's easy to say like, oh, someone was naive to be catfished or whatever, but you also have to understand like it was kind of that turn of the century thing. And yeah, like of course go meet somebody and do all that, but with I think someone's schedule and how I think busy he was, what he had time for, I think that's what kind of worked for him. It was easy. I'm not saying he wasn't able to, but there were also times where it was weird. Like I honestly watch it. Like Not saying it's like, oh, easily explained. Like, there are obviously red flags. And some of, like, they even have, like, some of his family members, some of his friends, like, I would say not friends, but like his best friend in there. They have like, um, I wouldn't say it was like a coach, but definitely like Notre Dame people, people in the media. Like, it, I was highly anticipating this, and it really, I felt it lived up to my anticipation. I was really happy with it. So, if you have like any desire to watch this one, there are gonna be a few others. Give me 1 minute. So, there's also gonna be Untold, The Rise and Fall of And One. So that one is inspired by New York City street ball. Um, Influential brand And One turned local legend on the court into international icons. So why did it come to an end? Then there was going to be like a few other ones, and I'm trying to see if I can find them on here. Here we go. Then there is Untold Operation Flagrant Foul, which is years after serving time for betting on games. He officiated former uh, NBA referee, revisits the scandal that shook up the league. And then there is Untold The Race of the Century. The Australia 2 yacht crew looks back on the motivation, dedication, and innovation that led to their historic victory at the 1983 America's Cup. And that one looks more like it's a document. Like, that one is definitely more of a movie. And then that one, the last one I read about the NBA referee, is more of a movie. And then where's the And one? And that one is more of a movie. So why was the Monte Teo one like 2 episodes? That one, I guess, just had like more content. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I highly recommend if you're into any of those. Like I said, they have other ones as well that I might be looking into. But if you have any interest, I highly recommend looking into those. But if you have watched any of the Untolds on Netflix, feel free to leave your comments down below. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.